Yeah, if you want a more in-depth look at what's going on this weekend regarding precipitation and the colder temperatures, head on over to news8000.com/weather. We have a video, an article on that, more details that I can provide in the short time I'm on air. And we'll update that tomorrow too during about the time the late afternoon or evening too. So right now, for the time being, we do have a warm front to the west that's going to be spreading cloud cover eventually over to the area. Complex system, but really cloud cover is going to be the main feature with this, and a wind change is really what we're going to see. There is a little bit of a shower chance too to come with it. But as tomorrow, look at the wind speeds overall throughout the day. They're going to increase afternoon to about 6 p.m. You can see by the time we get to the evening commute, we're going to have winds sustained 15, maybe a little bit stronger south of I-90, a little bit less to the north. That's because that warm front is basically shifting east across the area. The winds will continue, but then after midnight they'll die back down. But notice they turn back to the west for Friday morning. Not strong, but then in the afternoon they're going to pick right back up, and this time out of the west northwest as a cold front sinks south. So we'll have wind speeds once again Friday afternoon getting above 15, maybe a little bit higher. So breezy conditions, which has been the story this week because of systems coming through. We're going to see more of it for the next couple days. Now, regarding that shower chance by 8 p.m., this warm front's about right around the Twin Cities. You can see a little bit of activity develops along it as it comes through the area. So expect maybe some showers after about 9:30, 10 to come across the area, last maybe until about midnight, 1 a.m., and then get out of the area. Very light activity. Most areas probably won't see precipitation, but that threat exists there later in the evening. Then here comes the cold front that's going to sink south on Friday. So sun starts off. By the Friday afternoon, we'll have a lot of overcast conditions along with breezy conditions out of the west northwest. So that's what's going on for Friday. Temperature-wise, you look at tomorrow, mid-50s, still above average, similar to today, but the winds will be out of the south instead of what the west-northwest that we had today. Friday, more cloud cover. Temperature difference between south and north because they have a cloud cover that arrives earlier, so more upper 40s, low 50s. Further south you go, you might actually get to 60 because the clouds kind of hold off until early or even late afternoon hours. So could hit 60 once again. Now for the precipitation for Saturday's event, comes off the Dakotas. It's going to dive southeast. The trend has been pushing a better chance of precipitation further and further south, now more central Iowa into Illinois, and then it'll push east through Friday night. Precipitation snow-wise, the most still is to our southwest. We do have a chance to see some activity through the area right now. Maybe trace to an inch is probably the best bet. Late Saturday afternoon to the evening hour. It won't last too long. This could change, but if you got travel plans further south into central Iowa, into maybe even Illinois, something to keep monitoring too. Saturday's temperatures, as you see, it's going to start getting cold Saturday. We'll be in the upper 30s to the north to the low 40s, and that's just the start of the really brief cold snap, but quite a bit of cold snap going through Sunday and Monday. Wind chills could be in the 20s. We do modify it pretty quickly for Vets Day, getting back up to near 50, and we'll be above average, or at least near average, for the second half of next week, and fairly quiet week going into next week. So get out and enjoy the conditions through Friday because this weekend's going to be a different story.
Yeah, good time to do some extra work. I'll be here
Yes.
just bundled, buried away in work, warm. All right, thanks, Greg.